Hi, this is Michael. This is week 31, Eclectic Roots Groove playlist curated by RCSQ Records. So I'm going to do something, I wouldn't call it selfish, but I'm going to talk to you about, first of all, where does Eclectic Roots Groove, um, the name Eclectic Roots Groove, come from? Just to kind of give you a bit of a refresher. It comes from me actually trying to figure out what is my style of music. Um, so it's I love storytelling. I love rhythm, the funkiness of rhythm, uh, kind of rawness of blues, interesting chord structures of jazz, and the energy of rock. So all that together, um, I figured, okay, eclectic roots groove. That's it. And there's so many people in Nashville that when you go and listen to them, there's this amalgamation of different styles that come together. So anyway, the very first song, "Move My Ship," and "Move My Ship" um, is basically about years can pass through thoughts sometimes of all the things you've done. Sometimes, yeah, you wonder if the years have passed too long. Chitter chat, you're looking back at their history chasing you, saying, why did you do this? Why did you do that? So, reading you the news. It has a kind of a very self-reflective, kind of storytelling, interesting lyrics about having a go at something and not being on the shore, but getting into the boat and moving ahead. So you kind of get a feel when you open the song starts with a acoustic guitar, very very naked, and then okay, you can feel the kind of funkiness of the song.
Years can pass through thoughts sometimes of all the things we've done.
It's very stripped. It's very very open. The orchestration is sparse. So are you listening to a full band? Drums and everything. No, but the orchestration is interesting. It's like when I studied composition at Peabody Conservatory. One of the aspects of orchestration is that you bring in sounds and you bring in uh, um, instruments that kind of emphasize or help to emphasize what the words are about. So here, when you're listening to it,
Sometimes, yeah,
the drums are very sparse in the background, but really do catch a bit of the rhythm.
Chitter chat, you're looking back at the history chasing you, saying, why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? Reading you the news. Time to make my getaway. Time to trim the sails. Time to lift that anchor up and dive into the gale. Blow, wind, move my ship along. Blow, wind.
So it has a bit of a kind of I don't know what you would call a subtle grind or a subtle kind of rawness to it. The orchestration is very very open. You can hear the voice you know very very clearly. Yeah, it just is something that intrigues me about orchestrating in that manner. That um, is the orchestration itself is sort of like telling a story, and that is the kind of like the essence of eclectic roots groove, which is why when I was introducing the playlist and you're having people like Eric Clapton and um, Joni Mitchell and Sting and um, various people that have been on the playlist, that they're they're in an interesting way creating um, an amalgamation of different styles in their music. And so if I listen to this, I was saying, okay, is this pure Americana? No, it's not. Is it folk? No. um, is it it has a kind of a bluesy quality to it. It has a kind of like a driving feeling to it. The orchestration is open and sparse, as I've said, um, and it allows the arrangement is there to allow the telling of the story. And it then when you listen to it further,
My ship, if I won't bend and yawn, blow wind, move my ship along.
So there's a use of like synthesizer sounds that are subtle. There's also like the use of kind of like a higher frequency sounds, like bells that you barely kind of notice. So I think when I was working on the song for Luke Wood, I produced the album of One of These Days. One of the things that I was trying to do with Luke was allow him to be up front and center, and at the same time to have the music kind of envelop around him to tell the story. And this is what Move My Ship is doing as well. It's very, very sparse orchestration, but at the same time it creates an energy to be able to have the words, emphasized and built up. Yeah, so it's the first song, first song that has over 8,000 streams on it, which is kind of cool. Not that means anything. There's a lot of people that are writing absolutely brilliant music, and nobody knows about them. So I take it back. Streams aren't everything, but it's. I guess the reason why I'm playing it is that it is a song that does kind of portray all what I'm doing in regards to the eclectic roots groove genre. It's raw, it's rhythmical, it has a driving beat, it storytelling. It has a kind of like a bit of a bluesy quality to it. The orchestration is interesting and eclectic, and so that's my style. So that's the kind of category that I fall under. And it is fun to find other artists that you can hear in the playlist after 30 weeks that are doing the same thing. Like I'd mentioned before, how Joni Mitchell in her album Night Ride Home, I mean, she was one style, but then this one particular album was very, very unique and very jazz-like and open, and she has the open chord structures that she has, but it really did kind of create this different type of feeling that also, that's it. And when you listen to Eric Clapton's Pilgrim album as well, I mean, when him and Steve Gadd the drummer, was helping him to produce it, this album is really unique in comparison to the other things that he had done, and actually a lot of the critics hated it, hated the work, and now it's actually become one of his best-selling works, because it just has a lot of interest and variety in it that makes it a real pleasure to listen to. So to then go back and kind of allow you to listen to this particular song from which the eclectic roots groove genre is created, may be of interest to you. To be able to see how this song kind of ties into all the greats. I'm not saying that I'm great, but to kind of give you a feeling of why I resonate so well with these other artists and how it connects to me and the style of this music that I'm writing. So do enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. It's one of the first songs that I produced and when I came to Nashville, and so it kind of means a lot to me, and it kind of is the initiation of me getting back into music after raising a family of 3 kids, where I had studied music for a long period of time, met my wife, and then there was a fork in the road, a good fork in the road in raising a family, and they're all doing incredibly well. But then to be able to, while writing music during all that time, to come back and then to be able to create and produce music in a studio like this is a lot of fun. And then to come to terms with, okay, what style of music do you have, which is this amalgamation of various styles, eclectic roots groove, and then discovering other people that you realize that you love throughout the years that really kind of had that same amalgamation of styles is is kind of fun. So do enjoy the playlist. Go through it all. I mean, I was smoking a cigar with my friend Sam, who's holding the camera right now, and we said, okay, let's have a listen to the playlist. And we thought, okay, is it really, is it interesting? And we said, after listening to it, and we said, yeah, man, this is really great. So it's a lot of fun to put together. It's a pleasure to be able to do that for you guys, and also for myself, and just being able to discover other artists, and it's fun to be able to put the song "Move My Ship" on the list. So do enjoy it, and be well. I'm gonna keep playing it. Finish it to the end. Here we go.
Saying, why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? Reading you the news.